Today I bit off more than I could chew. I just got home from this whole Lewisburg excursion. Yes, this is all in the same day. This is completely chaotic. I normally space this over the course of days, but I've kind of packed in all my process into the course of the last 8 hours, which is insane. I just drove 3 hours and 28 minutes or something home, and I have my live sale with Yvonne in less than an hour. So I'm not sure if this unboxing video or this haul video is actually going to be complete, but I'm trying my best. I really overdid it today, so let's get started. So first up was Hummelstown. I am absolutely in love with this Dankin Dream Pet. Now, whereas I sometimes knock the dream pets, I love this color green, and the poodles usually do sell better. It does also have its original heart tag. It's also beaded, which is really hard to find, and when you do find them, they usually have a lot of dust, and it's really hard to get out. Obviously you could take one of the aerosol cans and all that stuff, but it is still kind of a pain. This one's in great condition. It's missing a few of its sequins on its ears. Someone has modified it, and I think it's fantastic, but I'm not mad at it. I paid $10 for it, which is a great deal. I've only ever had one once, and quite frankly, it was pink, and I bought it for myself. I did decide to list it on my Etsy a while ago, and it's still there, but it's not as in good condition as this one. Next up, I got this really awesome stained glass owl napkin holder. Now I only paid $3 for it. Usually when I do find these, the glass is really cracked. Now this one does have a little boo-boo right here, but it's barely anything. It's super minor, and it was only $3, so definitely a steal on that. I normally don't like to pick these up because they are so heavy. It does cost a lot to ship them, but at $3 it was a safe bet. This was a super strange one. There was something kind of strangely romantic about it almost. It is made in Japan, hand painted, occupied Japan. Yeah, and I only paid $3 for it. I'm not really sure what it means, honestly, but it's very interesting and very unique. This one I only paid $3 for as well. Again, just kind of a strange pick. I see these mugs all the time, these little baby cups or whatever they are. I don't actually know what they are. It's called Motto Pottery, she called it. But it said, keep me nice and clean or I will tell you what I've seen. But what is also interesting about it is that the eyes were J's. I do believe it's Czech. I could be wrong. I've only had them in Japan, so made in Japan, so it might actually be Japan. Maybe if I take the sticker off, it will tell me. No, it's not marked, which makes me believe it is Czech, but I could be mistaken. Again, just a really strange little pick for $3. 3 seemed to be the magic number. Next up, I got this trinket box. Well, it's actually not a trinket box. I think it's a cigarette box because it's got the ashtray underneath, which I thought was really interesting. It is marked Japan. I was kind of waiting to find a chipped flower on it, but it seems to be all there, whereas the colors aren't as bold as I normally go for. It was definitely a unique piece in the fact that it is an ashtray as well, and the fact that it has its lid, because a lot of the times when I do see these, they definitely don't have their lid, and they're not $3, so major score on that one. This one I paid up for, and I am not upset that I did. Honestly, I thought I would have some remorse. I think it was the most expensive item I bought today. I paid $16 for it, but it was just so beautiful. I could not resist. Let me get the sticker off. I'm doing all this stuff at once. Normally I clean it and then photo it, but this is kind of a chaotic last minute thing all in one. That's gonna need something, but I've never really bought and sold something like this. It just really caught my attention, so I really like the shape of it as well. $16, I do believe I'll be able to get my money out of it. I might try it at tonight's sale, so if you don't see it on my Etsy, that's probably what happened. So another thing I normally don't get are new items. Now, these are new, but I'm really into this whimsical theme. I've been kind of gearing towards, I guess either works. And of course, we love cats, strange cats. They're magnetic vases, which is neat too because they can stand on their own. They were only $3 each. They're hand painted by Milson and Lewis. Now, when I looked it up, it actually looked like they did all right on eBay. I didn't find this exact one. I was kind of rushing just because I was in such a time crunch. But the cheapest thing sold by them was $13. So I felt safe buying these for $3 each, especially because they had the cats on them and polka dots. Cats and polka dots. We can't go wrong with that. I have been trying to get more stuff that's out of my comfort zone and branch out a little bit. So I've been having a really good time picking out items for that. This one surprised me. Now, I only paid $5 for this cast metal fish dish, which is really fun to say, by the way. But I was surprised to find it was actually made in Japan. I thought it was going to be newer. And I love that it's got those mosaic tiles inlaid in it, which is original. Very interesting piece. And it was only $5. Now, this one, I paid $5 for it. It is, I believe, Mexican pottery. It is very cool. A lot of the times when I see these animals, they've got, and I actually don't know what this is. I should probably know what it is. Like I said, it's completely out of my wheelhouse. It's out of my comfort zone, but I've been trying to pick out like a lot of stuff that's what I can tell is clearly underpriced, because that's how you learn, honestly. That's how I started selling Kitsch. I mean, everyone's always like, oh my gosh, I'm so impressed by how much you know about it. And it's just because I bought it because I liked it and I thought the price was cheap, and then I learned what it is after the fact. But I only paid $5 for this owl. I think it's super fun. I'm going to try it at tonight's sale, I think. So if you don't see that one in my Etsy, that's what happened to that guy. And then the last thing I got while I was at Hummelstown is this awesome retro creamer. I only paid $2 for it. I love the colors and the graphic. It kind of has like that UNESCO 1970s Holt Howard vibe. This sticker is really on there. Unfortunately, that's going to need a good soak, but I only paid $2 for it. It's got the bee, it's got the butterfly, it's got the fun little flowers, and the price was right. So I got all that stuff for $56. Let's move it because I don't have much time. I'm going to go get the stuff I got from my next stop, which is Roller Mills. All right, I am back. Yes, I only paid $1 for this. And yes, it's not something I might normally pick up. It definitely is on the newer side. I want to say it's probably like 80s, but it's not marked, which kind of makes me believe it is 80s, because I feel like if it was new, it would say marked and made in China, but maybe not. Anyway, it's got the hummingbird, which I thought was really neat, and it's got the little plastic crystal. Since it was only $1, I thought it was fun. I think I'm going to just try it on my live sale. Like I said, it was something I normally wouldn't go for, but I kind of couldn't resist this lingering hummingbird, especially at that price. This was a crazy find. I wasn't really sure why this was only $9. I was convinced that I was going to get home and find that it was chipped. I do believe it's Fostoria. I could be mistaken, but this opalescent kind of swung glass is an awesome piece. I might try it in the live sale tonight. I might hold off on it. Like I said, I've been trying to pick up more items that are different, just to kind of, it's more fun when I have different platforms and I can feel like I can play more with it. I did sign up for Whatnot, which is another thing I've been talking about. I am going to be doing more Whatnot sales. And of course, I'm still going to keep my Etsy as my primary. But in the meantime, it's fun to branch out a little. But yeah, can you believe that this was only $9? I couldn't. Next up, I got this really funky advertising paperweight. It's kind of fantastic. I feel like Yvonne might like this, actually. I might hold on to this. Next up, this is a really unique set. Now, I got these monkey salt and pepper shakers. I was not really familiar with the maker. It's Caldon and Bogle. Now, when I looked it up on eBay, they had some really expensive stuff, especially some expensive monkey stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to show them the best. Look at how funny they are. Kind of liked it as a set. And like I said, I've been trying to switch it up. When I saw the brand on eBay, I couldn't resist, especially when I only paid $6 for the set. Now, here's another thing. I was unsure if I was going to save for Etsy or put in the live sale tonight. The more I look at it, the more I like it, honestly. I'm really glad I picked this up. I only paid $5 for it. It's Estelle Artur. Apparently, it was Spain. It is really neat. When I looked online, I saw a few different birds, but I didn't see this exact one. Again, at $5, I knew I'd be able to easily double my money, although I'm not sure if I want to put this in a live sale or Etsy. I still haven't decided. I have like 30 minutes to decide, I guess. Got a couple really cool wall pockets. The first one is this lady one. She is made in Japan. Again, the fact that this was $5 made it irresistible to pick up, especially because it wasn't cracked and all the paint was there. She kind of has a very unique face. Whereas I've seen these before, I usually see them for a lot more than $5, but $5, couldn't say no. This is the next wall pocket I got. I also paid $5 for this one, which is insane. It's the luster one. It's kind of got some texture, some 3D effect to it. Very neat, very good condition. Love that orange color. Again, I only paid $5 for it, and this is definitely gonna go in tonight's sale. Now, I am going to be doing a lot more of this. I swear it's not usually like this. I mean, you guys have been watching me. I'm usually ahead and I'm like, hey, this is what's going to be available to you right now. This is very rare. This is probably like the first time I've ever done this where I'm just like, hey, sorry, like this already happened, because I have been so crunched for time. But there's going to be lots more ahead. Like I usually do my sale with Yvonne the second Wednesday of each month. I'm going to be doing Whatnot. I'm going to try and do weekly. We'll see how it goes for the next couple weeks. And of course, Etsy. So I've got a lot on my plate and a lot coming up. So don't hate me too much for this first one. It's a little bit of a mishap. This is probably one of the most fantastic finds of the day. I only paid $7 for her. I've never seen this exact one. I will have to do some research on her. I believe that she will sell for at minimum of $49. I've had ones like these before, except with nylon wings, and they've sold over $100. So she will not go cheap at $7. I wouldn't be surprised if she even sold for closer to $70. But like I said, I'm gonna have to do some research because I haven't seen this exact one and I don't want to just like completely make something up. But I'm gonna say at least 45 is a safe bet. Next up, I've actually had this before. It is the apple and worm. They were only $5, and of course they've got the holes for the toothpicks. Just super cute, and it's been at least 2 years since I've had it before. At $5, it was kind of like a no-brainer. Another repeat. I think I only paid $7 for this, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's $7. It is a Grant crest, which is definitely a harder to find maker. I love the pink stripe. We all love a kitschy lamb. This will probably sell pretty quickly. I'm not gonna price it at top dollar just because I feel like these have lowered in value maybe a little. I could be making that up, but I feel like they used to sell for more and now they're more reasonable. But either way, I'll definitely be able to double my money on this. Just a couple things left to go and then I need to check what time it is. I didn't even wind my watch today. That's how messy I am. So the next thing I got was the Flamingo salt and pepper shakers. Now it's got the, hold on one second. So I only paid $3.25 for it. First, they almost looked like they were going to be newer because they were so clean and in such good condition, but in fact, they are Japan. I can tell by the text on the Florida, if nothing else, and this obviously has some age to it, but I was looking at these flamingo trays, which I kind of regret not picking up, but it's not even been, I haven't slept on it yet, so maybe I didn't do that bad, but I was just kind of like rushed and crazed and overwhelmed. I made a big mistake by traveling 150 miles on a weekday somewhere, or any day somewhere where I needed to be back by a certain time. That was kind of a bad call on my part. So this is another set that I've had before, but it usually sells pretty quick, and honestly it's so cute and desirable, and so it's friendly for everyone. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but they come in different versions. There's all plastic versions. This is probably my favorite one, where it is the amber glass and metal stand. I just had the all plastic one recently. Now I only paid $7 for this set, and I want to say it usually sells around 18 to 21 depending on colors and material and condition. And again, $5 for this. Running out of space on my table here. I usually have a much easier process for this. 2 more things to go. So I picked up this little St. Patrick's Day clover handkerchief, very sweet. St. Patrick's Day handkerchiefs are definitely harder to find. I usually pick up at least a couple a year if the price is right and they sell quickly. I only paid $5 for this one, and it's in pristine condition. Love the shamrocks on that. And of course, we have to have Christmas. People ask me all the time, they're like, you pick up Christmas stuff year round? And I'm like, yeah, why not? This is what I do full time. Although I will say this past Christmas, I feel like it was harder to find Christmas items than it usually was in the past. So maybe I should start hoarding my Christmas. I don't know. Maybe we'll decide that next year. We don't need to do that right now. I paid $7 for this. I love the Hong Kong plastics and the little hanging Santa Claus face. Super fun. I don't think I've actually had this one before, so I think I'll do well on that. It will sell for, I want to say probably at least $17, but that could be a little overzealous. It's been a while since I've even found one, so I guess I better look it up. It is in really good condition though. Normally, I feel like they're hollowed out on this side. So all of that was $76 and 50 something dollars. I think I already threw my receipt out for Hummelstown. Kind of crazed and ready to get to the sale. So I will see you guys there.